With YouTube demonetizing independent media, please consider becoming a patron today for just $1 per month. Link below. All right, guys, finally today, we're going to be talking about this Donald Glover on Lando's sexual fluidity in Solo, a Star Wars story. With him saying, how can you not be pansexual in space? Now, this particular story caused a stir in some respects. It caused a pretty decent-sized stir. People are mad about this. I criticized it a little bit because I felt like it was more like glorifying a particular like Tumblr sexuality versus like actually maybe discussing the issue. But honestly, I think the term pan is just kind of like a general term. And even Glover kind of like touches upon that a little bit here. Now it says last week, Solo, a Star Wars story screenwriter Jonathan Kasdan revealed that Lando Calrissian was pansexual. And now young Lando actor Donald Glover has opened up about the iconic character's sexual fluidity. Speaking with Entertainment Weekly Radio, Glover confirmed he was aware of Lando's fluid sexual appeal when he explained, how can you not be pansexual in space? There are so many things to have sex with. I don't think that was weird. Yeah, he's coming on to everybody. I mean, yeah, whatever. It doesn't seem that weird to me because I feel like you're in space. It's kind of like the door is open. It's like, no, only guys or girls. No, it's anything. This thing is literally a blob. Are you a man or woman? Like, who cares? Have a good time out here. And that's kind of what I felt was generally being espoused in those original statements. But when it comes to the general Tumblr fandom out there, the general social regressives that push this kind of stuff, they tend to look at it as being very, actually, believe it or not, very binary. You know, the idea of pan is that it's like bisexual on steroids, right? It's like you're attracted to anything. Right? Like I could identify as an attack helicopter and then you being pan would be like, ooh, yeah, put your missile in my docking bay or something along those lines and like really play it up, you know, or you could pretend to be a land shark and you tell someone who's pan to like play with your dorsal fin. It doesn't even really matter. But that's what a lot of it is. But in the idea, in the context of the context of Star Wars, what he's referring to is just the alien species, and predominantly just an alien species. You don't quite know what their gender is or where their genitals are. And this isn't the first time we've seen this. In fact, it goes all the way back to, I mean, sure, even before Star Trek. But when we saw, you know, Kirk making out with a green alien woman, that would be, all things considered, because she's not human, that would be basically considered maybe what they're talking about here, right? Now let's go and take a look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Peter Quill, Starlord, he had sex with that the one woman. She was the pink girl from the first part of the movie. And then later on, he was with the Ascavarian, and he's talked about getting a scar from hooking up with her because she's got tentacles and spikes, and it was for a mission. So the idea there is very similar. It's just they're going to sleep with who they're going to sleep with. And it's a big, wide open world, and not everything's going to be the way we view, I guess you could say, physical identity, like or physical manifestations of gender. Like I said, the binary. But when it comes to the activists out there, they view it very binary. It's very interesting to watch because that's ultimately what the conversation boiled down to. So there's not much there in terms of it being anything that I think is going to see represented on screen. We're going to see him flirt with a lot of people. We saw him flirt a little bit, or what I've heard, he flirts with L337, his droid. There's even a question from Emilia Clarke in the movie, Kira, about that, whether or not like there's a thing between the two of them, and that it gets kind of brought up as a bit of a joke, therefore showing that Lando likes the ladies, just doesn't really care where you're from or what you have. So yeah, in this regard, he's straight, but he dislikes femininity. So that's kind of where it's at. And I do feel like this particular subject matter has gotten blown out of proportion simply because a lot of people are trying to push it into their own little corner in order to hold on to it for whatever type of social points they're trying to collect.